Welcome Elucidat authors. This is a level 2 video where I'm going to be showing you how you can check learners' knowledge by using questions in Elucidat. The first thing to know about questions in Elucidat is that there are three core types: knowledge checks, assessments and surveys. So knowledge checks are the ones we're going to be looking at today, and these are questions that are designed to help somebody learn. So they provide an opportunity to answer a question, and then they immediately provide a feedback pop-up that contains either correct or incorrect feedback based on how the learner has answered. So that gives you an opportunity to reinforce someone's understanding if they got the question right, or to step in and correct them if they got it wrong. Because in comparison, assessments don't have that feedback. They're designed to feel much more like an exam instead, where you would work through a series of questions and wait until the end until you find out if you're right or wrong. Survey questions are different again in that there's no right or wrong answer, and their purpose is to elicit some information from your learner and also give you the opportunity to share that back with them later. So we're going to touch on assessments and surveys in later videos, but for today we're going to look at knowledge checks and how you can add and set up those question types with their feedback boxes. So I'm going to jump into Elucidat now. Okay, so here we are in an existing Elucidat project that already has some pages in it. What I want to do is add a knowledge check question into topic 2. So I'm going to navigate to topic 2 first of all, so I can add my page from there. And I'm going to do that using the standard way of adding a new page. I'm going to give my page a name and then jump into the page type library. And in here you can see those three categories I mentioned earlier. So we have knowledge checks, assessments and surveys. So I'm going to go into knowledge check because I want to be able to give learners feedback. And you can see in here that there are lots of different options to choose from here depending on what type of content you're working with. So you could have image-based questions or text, or there are things like Likert sliders or fill in the blanks and drag and drop. So there's something for all different types of content. Today I'm going to show you a single choice text-based question. It's quite a simple one to start with, but the general principles of what you need to edit on the page apply to the majority of the other question types as well. So here we are on the page, and we can see that Elucidat has loaded in some space for me to ask my question, type my options, and a submit button as well. If I need any additional answer options for my content, I can simply add them or remove them if there are too many. And my first job really is to actually write my question and to write my answer options as well. So to make it really clear today as we're practicing, I'm going to actually label these as correct or incorrect. But of course what you would do is write your correct option in here and then a couple of convincing distractors as well. So now that's set up, my next job is to actually tell Elucidat which of these answers is correct and incorrect. And I do that by using the edit icon on each option. There you can see there's this answer is item here, which I can click, and that allows me to choose whether the particular option I'm on is correct or incorrect. Incorrect will be selected as default for every option, so you don't actually need to worry about your distractor options, you can leave them as they are, but your correct option is the one that you need to make sure you go in and change. Great, so now Elucidat knows when to show somebody the correct feedback and when to show them the incorrect feedback. And what you might want to do next is edit that feedback so that it's different depending on whether people get it right or wrong. And to do that, you simply click the submit button the way a learner would, and you'll be given a choice of which pop-up you'd like to edit. I'm going to choose correct for now. So again, this pops up in the same way learners see it, and you can edit the text as you wish. Accidentally adding comments. And then you can save your page. So you would do the same here for your incorrect as well as your correct feedback to fully set up the page. And then that means that when we jump into preview mode, which we'll do here, the question will be functioning correctly. So if I choose to get the answer correct, the specific feedback that I want is going to pop up. And those are the two core steps you need to do when you want to check someone's knowledge. You'll need to tell Elucidat which answer is correct or incorrect, and then edit the specific feedback pop-ups so that they are specific to whether somebody got the question right or wrong. So I'll just leave you with a few top tips for when you edit your own questions. The first one is to familiarise yourself with the different question types available, because there are lots in there and something to suit every different piece of content. Secondly, to really make the most of those pop-up feedback boxes to educate your learners or correct them, especially if they got the question wrong. And finally, you will want to think about whether you want your knowledge check question to contribute to a final score. It won't do that by default, but you can watch the video called Test Your Learners to find out how to score that question if you wish to. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.